the bye.
Right. Shadow can't advance, but can influence the finish and who gets the first round, or gets the next round bye based on which points he takes.
Yeah. Now, we haven't talked about this yet. We do have a fighter, white mage, and a black mage here, so pretty high priority on class change there. And we see Fog 2 and Life 2 in the white magic shop. Black magic doesn't have a good options there. Rub, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, 2 casts of Rub is probably good enough to kill Garland. Those are cheap opal bracelets. Holy cow. 3,200?
Wow, yeah, that's really good.
And a cheap ice sword there would be a good sword to get a grind going if there were a little bit of gold available.
Unfortunately, there's a Bane sword that costs ludicrously high. No poison smoke here today, unfortunately, I don't think.
Yeah, this type of seed with fighter, white mage, black mage, it's tailor-made, assuming the magic is even decent, for going to Temple of Fiends Revisited at level 24, provided you find a Masamune. If that's not available, you're going to look for probably the next offensive breakpoint for the fighter, or if you have Fade and Nuke, you could just make a risky mid-20s dive anyways.
I just missed what we saw at the Sage. And I also just missed what Sarah gave. Jeez, I need to start paying attention.
Well, I saw someone equip a Power Bonk, so that could have just come off Sarah. Shadow Walker just left there with the Power Gauntlet.
I suppose we'll have to see what,
Yeah, King is Cube, Sarah's Power Gauntlet.
So I missed... So we still didn't see what, the... Tharda has, I believe, is his name.
Yeah, we'll catch the next one.
Level 2 Fade. And I believe that is learnable by the Knight, if we want to actually use that.
Yes, the Knight can get a good deal of early magic, all of the level 2 stuff. That could be something that swings people towards promotion, but the tail has to be convenient.
Yeah, and the crown is also available. Alright, second look at our start item here. It is a canoe.
Okay, so just like last seed, we're going to see something moving pretty fast. Crown really accelerates the grind. We've got already some major offense available with the Power Gauntlet and Fade.
We're seeing an early volcano dive, pro ring right on the get-go, and Lummy's in the trap tile. Unfortunately, taking a death there.
Yeah, I'm not super stoked on going to Volcano this early, given the HP situation and all the damaging tiles you have to run across. I would probably be digging out more key items and so forth before making this move.
Well, one thing we're not going to be looking for is a weapon, because Masamune was available as from Biggie the Pirate.
Alright, sweet. So we've got just about all of our damage figured out. I'd still like to see Fast and Nuke, but not essential with what we've got. Power Gauntlet and Masamune is usually good enough for offense.
Yeah, in terms of defense, though, probably want a little bit more armor for that fighter. Maybe even find that tail so we can use the opal stuff.
I mean, with opal bracelets at 3,200, you just throw those on everyone. They have a very, very low evade penalty, and I want to say 34 absorb, which is close to the highest armor in the game.
Yeah, you only get, what, one of those normally in the...
Yeah, there's one, I want to say, on the mermaid floor of the Sea Shrine in Vanilla.
Yeah, you can't buy them, though.
No. Yeah, the flag that's turned on for this mode is called... Well, I don't know the name of it, but it's Elite Gear and Caster Gear in shops. You can do that yourself if you'd like to go play some Final Fantasy Randomizer.
I mean, we have the Flash Ranger somewhere. We can get them to try Chaos Rush themselves. And I actually did try this out once, and it was actually quite fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love these flags. They definitely take on a life of their own. What's happening over here on Leggy's screen? That looks like a wipe to the pirates, which is pretty uncommon and unfortunate.
Yeah, looks like the pirates got the leg up on them. They're still only level 1. Or at least they were when they died to the pirates. Decent armor available in Crescent Lake for the fighter.
This return trip here to town for Sawney might mean going into that armor shop. No, going to be walking up towards Garland.
Kind of a smart play there as well. Opal helmet. Not that we can wear that right now with the fighter. Ah, there's a mage staff found.
Nice, nice. That'll make sure that the white mage... Well, the white mage has fade, so I guess that gives the fighter an AoE option early if you need triple clears to get through your grind.
Meanwhile, level 3 white magic is exit. And harm 4 in level 4 as well as cure 3. Gonna pick up soft as well, just in case.
Those are
Fast in level
fast.
4.
Nice, okay. And maybe using some break strats.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, break is good on a couple of the vanilla first fiend fights. Tiamat has a weakness to it, and Kraken 1 has a very low magic defense, but against the fiend refights and Temple of Fiends Revisited, it's not quite as reliable.
Yeah, I would assume it would still work on Tiamat too, but
Now, all the weaknesses are stripped off the fiend refights.
ooh, okay, never mind then. See, I don't run this game normally. I'm more of Link to Fast guy, so you would know that a lot better than I would.
Oh, no worries. You can learn while you cast. And hey, chat's probably learning something too. Alright, Asher's going through the crown chain, as it looks like Sony is as well.
We had the ship inside the TNT chest, by the way, again.
Man, how does that thing fit inside there? I guess it's one of those ship in a bottles. Well, it's truly the ship in the bottle when you take bottle to Gaia and fetch quests are shuffled, and you get the ship.
Alright. Hall of Giants, Cerberus fight.
I like this. I think this is already good enough. When I'm looking at the target levels for this kind of party, they are a little bit high on HP, but that's not going to worry me.
Using stop straps. Interesting. Takes 2 phases to kill him too.
I mean, if we can get anything, any kind of help from that Black Mage, we'd be fine here. That Black Mage was casting Stop.
Yeah, which tells me that Nuke was in an unlearnable spot for the Black Mage.
Yeah, either that or just Shadow Walker either hasn't been to a shop that has it or doesn't have the level, the spell levels to get the charges. So, for example, if it was at 5, they had only just reached level 12 in that previous fight.
Coming there. This trap tile is red gargoyles.
Oh, those ribbons are pricey. I saw 42, 43k-ish in Elfland.
Oof.
So with those kinds of prices, I mean, it really depends on what level you go to. The fighter does get a lot of base magic defense with +3 per level, but then you're like, well, I kind of want to put one on my white mage so that the white mage survives in case of like something happening in Temple of Fiends. The white mage can revive the fighter. Really will be a strategic choice if there's not enough gold for 3 ribbons.
All right. So we have yet to see the Astos trap tiles here. Oh, one of those is Ankylo, actually. Didn't quite catch the second one if it hasn't been checked. There it is. It's chimeras.
Well, it's Chimera, right? The problem is this type of encounter is only going to roll the 1. Unlike the either 2 to 4 or 3 to 4 that you can get.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but it really depends on what you feel comfortable with grinding, I think. It's not going to be the greatest, though, I will admit.
If you're doing a solo character grind, then either of those 2 tiles, the Red Ankleo or the Chimera, are fine, because you can just go in, punch, new battle, punch, and so forth.
Hang on, look at what we got here in Asher's End. 10 minutes in, already on this Temple of Fiends Revisited.
He's just doing a gear dive and a check on the grind tile.
Yeah. Kind of spooked me there. I thought he was going to make I thought they were going to go for a very early attempt at the Fiend fights. That would have been something to see.
I think Asher knows he's got a sweet spot pretty quick to get to if he goes for level 24 with that Mazda. I wouldn't push it any further, and I wouldn't go any sooner. It's kind of like the right time to try.
That's 4 Red Ankleos. Meanwhile, we got a multiple Earth fight on Shadow Walker's End. I wasn't sure if that's a trap tile or not.
Well, he needs his fighter to be alive for sure, but Earths are totally good enough. Like you see here, the mages are already up into the 20s.
Oh, it's the volcano trap tile. He can actually grind this.
So yeah, to walk chat through a couple of the scenarios, if Leggy finishes in first, Shadow Walker second, Asher third, Sani fourth, Leggy would be the first place and a bye. Otherwise, Sani finishing first or Asher finishing first, or either of them ahead of the other, will get with Leggy not in first and Shadow not in second, will get one of those a bye.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to the order here in which Shadow Walker finishes, pretty much. And if Asher, even if Asher wins this race and Sonic comes in second, Asher's still locked in as the bye. Because Asher is the higher seed going into it from qualifiers.
We have, okay, so Sani's actually piecing out a volcano, but we had maybe up to 2 people converging on this Earth Elemental tile. They hit hard, though.
Very hard. Ouch. All the experience going on the White Mage. Not the ideal target there, unfortunately.
I guess it's more charges of Fade, and it's more HP on your character that casts it, but yeah, you certainly need the levels on the fighter ASAP.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we have any decent grind available to us other than the Cerebus.
Yeah, nobody's thrilled with the Chimera. The Cerebus seemed okay if you had a Black Mage that could contribute anything, and indeed Shadow Walker's back on, but I'm actually surprised about leaving Volcano there. Maybe these people want more armor so that the Earths aren't like one-shotting them.
Someone also bring up a chat with someone hasn't tried. No way we haven't seen anyone rather dive the Marsh Cave.
I don't think there's any key item that anyone could need here that would warrant a marsh dive. They got their power bonk, their Maza already, so just a grind and go kind of seed.
Oh, I would argue just go down the Marsh Cave, not for the key item, but the trap tile.
If they have exit. If you don't have, well, Soni's going in. If you have exit, it's fine. If you don't, this is a big time sink.
Well, they do have exit, so it was level 3.
Okay, perfect.
And a Wizogre and a couple of hyenas here. Unfortunately, unrunnable. And Cure 4 and Lit 3 at level 5. We missed that. Good spell.
Okay, so Asher's gearing up a little bit here in got opals on the mages now.
Oh, we might have a grind here.
Yeah, I mean
Wyverns?
this tile's fine too. The thing is, relative to the time it took to get here versus say the Cerberuses or the Earths, that's not much better. That's 3,600.
And there's a bottle, which adds an extra 20%.
Leggy seems to have it figured out. If you have two AoE casters, you can one round the Cerberuses while staying close to town like this.
And going deeper, you find the 2 Sabertooths and the 6 Catmen. Not sure how good this one is, unfortunately.
Yeah, and as quick as we talked about there being no grind, it seems like just about everyone's happy just fighting these fire cows now.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's found their ideal grind at this point. Was that Fire 3 and Temper at level 6? Oof. Unfortunately, these Cerberus are fire resistant, looks like. Makes sense, they're volcano enemies.
Ice 3 shreds these things, unfortunately. It was not available, but that probably had the capacity to one-round them with their current HP if you roll high.
Yeah. Lit 3 is available at level 5, but Shadow Walker's not picked it up.
Looks like Asher had it, but might have been low on spell charges, as it's just down to Fade and Quad-Xing now.
It looks like he's not even gonna cast any more magic.
Man, this kind of seed where the grind is just so hard, I've already got, you know, a low target in my sights. I've talked about that level 24, and I just couldn't be happier to just stop grinding and go do something else when it's like this tough to get it going and the fights are taking this long.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's getting close to that 20-minute mark when we see finishes going already. These runners are probably also worried that the other runners have already found something better and finished their grind. And it looks like Shadow Walker might be pulling the trigger on this.
Yeah, Shadow Walker getting any kind of high place finish here is really going to throw the points for a loop.
Grabbing some armor.
Ooh, that's not the direction of Temple of Fiends. Must not have enough levels yet.
I saw him at level 27, I think.
Oh, in that case, maybe this is just a gear up and spell up. Oh yeah, there are these ribbons here. How much money does Shadow Walker have? Enough for one.
We might see Leggy make an attempt on the Force Fiends. No. Doing some shopping, looks like they're way too low. What?
Yeah, Shadow Walker doesn't have a lot of gold, so hasn't been able to fully spec out the party. This could be a ribbonless fighter dive.
He's saving, he's going in. Alright. Moment of truth, Shadow Walker. Can you skew the bracket here?
And unfortunately, none of those 7 chests in Temple of Fiends you visited are going to help anyone.
Carry, coming in. Oh, he also has wall. We forgot to mention that. So yeah, he's got...
Oh nice, I didn't see the wall this seed, okay. And the fast got off before the Black Mage died, so the fighters got good offensive capabilities. Carry hit for a decent amount, but fighter hits back with a one-shot.
Yeah, and there's also life available. Life 2 available, so... And Cure 3, so the mage is going to have some good work here, and has life as a backup. And Lich on the other side! Wow! This is somewhat free to get through.
Nice. I love it when these two fiends stack up. Ooh, and there's a one-shot.
Shadow Walker might be able to do this. It depends on what we have for our Chaos fight. And it's Garland and Friends, or Chaos and Friends, rather. Or Peekaboo Chaos, whatever you want to call it. Major crew of all these Garlands.
And Garland didn't have anything nasty this seed, right? It was the other one where it was like thunder and that stuff.
Yeah, started with Blaze. Chaos is front and center. This might be Shadow Walker's win here. Not guaranteed to move on, but is going to finish strong if he can pull it off.
Yeah, Shadow Walker.
Oh no, a zap!
Fighter down. Unfortunately, either no, Shadow Walker has wall, right? So just probably has to get a wall off sooner.
Yeah. Now that he knows that it's relatively soon in the pool. Bane kills the Black Mage.
That should be okay for this for these two fiend fights.
The two. Carry down. Oh, doubling now, but Asher's making a play as well.
Wow.
Asher is, I think, a little bit better equipped.
Yeah, and Shadow didn't even take the time to go into the menu to revive the Black Mage. Just says, I'm going to pummel through this Lich again and wait to heal up. It's probably a good move considering how close Asher is.
Yeah. And I believe the first thing that... I think in this case, you,
There we go. The ribbon has been moved to Shadow's fighter.
Yeah, I think in this case, for the Black Mage, you just have them use a nuke.
I think you want to get that fast off. Nobody knows how high that Chaos's HP is yet, and if you get down to just your fighter, you really will thank your stars if you've had fast.
Yeah. Definitely gonna cast Wall here, though. Gonna temper up as well. Walls is put on. Temper's up.
Okay, that was a big hit, but not too much that can't be overcome.
Gonna touch up here. Does not have Cure 4.
Now I am a bit worried about the fighter's HP. Are there any Invis or White Shirt stacks available for us? I don't see them.
I think he's in a safe spot. Oh, that's a paper thin Chaos though, and that is going to be Shadow Walker's messing things up here a little bit. Taking first place with a time 22 minutes 45 seconds. And while we've been talking, Asher is moving in.
And Leggy is right behind.
So, unfortunately, I think this means that Leggy cannot advance with a bye, but if Sonic can beat Asher... So, unfortunately, I think this means that Leggy cannot advance the top seat with a bye, but if Sonic can beat Asher, I have to keep playing. But it will not be
GG Asher gets 2 points, which with the remaining finishes should secure a bye for our 1 seed. So GG, second place finish with a time of 23 minutes 17 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Asher will be guaranteed moving on with a total of 6 points in these 3 heats. Even if Sonic comes in third, which it looks like it will actually be Leggy. Down to just a fighter. Oh, Nuclear was in Chaos' pool.
Woof! Yikes, but GG Leggy. So gets 1 point for this third place finish. A time of 23 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, it was literally, I think Sonny's choice to grind the Wyverns was what killed it. And we are joined by now by Shadow Walker. GG to you. What an upset there. Going out strong at the very least. That's something to be said.
Yeah, that was frustrating. When the first two races I lost, I knew I was out, so that was very frustrating. And I even called in chat, watch this be the race that I win now that I can't advance.
Oh, dang. But we enjoyed it. It was entertaining still. I mean, you were so close. You had a shot in that second race.
Yeah, you were legitimately running back and forth or with someone.
I had no business being in Topher at the point that I was in. I didn't have any ribbons. I should have just grounded the black belt to 42, and I probably could have even won that race. I was on a good grind tile, so.
Yeah, we were
Oh, well.
amazed at how quickly you hit 32. You were into Topher at like 13:45 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are also now joined by Leggy Starscream and Asher as well. Asher being the one who will get the buy-in. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. GG to everybody. That was quite a group today.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
a tight finish by points, and everyone made a showing of it. Shadow unable to advance, but still put up a first place finish. That's how tight this was.
Yeah. And Sawney has decided to forfeit, but fourth place, and 5 points total over.